Hello students, today we are going to discuss unit first of chemistry covalent bonding. This is the part 1 of covalent bonding video. We know that majority compound in nature contain covalent bond just like protein, carbohydrates in human body or any other animal. Covalent bond is formed by sharing of electron between two atoms. For example, when the hydrogen molecule is formed, one electron from hydrogen atom and second electron from second hydrogen atom, they share their electron and form one covalent bond. So what force is responsible or what forces exist to contact with two atoms? This idea is explained on the basis of wave mechanics. So there are two theories of wave mechanics for covalent bond. First theory is valence bond theory and second theory is molecular orbital theory. In this video, in this unit, we are going to discuss or we are studying the molecular orbital theory. Molecular orbital theory on chemical bonding developed in 20th century by Hund and Millikan, which describe the structure and property of different molecules. This theory uses wave function psi. Here is the symbol of psi. This theory describes how electrons are distributed in molecule in same way as quantum mechanics use wave function to describe how electrons are distributed in different atoms. So, using molecular orbital theory, we are going to discuss about how electrons are distributed in molecule or how electrons are distributed in atom to form molecular orbitals. So, here are some postulates of molecular orbital theory. First is the total number of molecular orbital formed will always be equal to total number of atomic orbital formed. So this means when the two atomic orbital combines they form two molecular orbital. So these two molecular orbital are bonding molecular orbital and antibonding molecular orbital. There are also non-bonding molecular orbitals. We know that bonding molecular orbital is energetically lower compared to anti-bonding molecular orbital. So electrons are filled in molecule energetically means the lowest electronic orbital fills first and then electron enter into highest energy orbital. We know three rules for electronic distribution, that is Hund's rule, Pauli's exclusive principle and above principle. According to these three rule, electron first enter into lower energetically orbital and then it enters into higher energetically orbital. So bonding molecular orbitals are lower in energy. That's why first electron goes into bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbital are higher in energy. So electron enter into higher energy orbital. Okay, so in simple term, the molecular orbital state that each atom tends to combine together and form molecular orbital. As a result of such arrangement, electrons are found in various atomic orbital and they are usually associated with different nuclei. In short, an electron in molecule can be present anywhere in molecule. One of the main impact of molecular orbital theory after this formulation is that it paved a new way to understand the process of bonding. With this theory, the molecular orbital are basically considered as linear combination of atomic orbital. So according to molecular orbital theory, the molecules are formed or considered as linear combination of atomic orbitals. Means when the two atomic orbital are combined, they can form two molecular orbital. So here is the next point, that is linear combination of atomic orbitals. According to LCMO theory or method, the molecular orbital are formed by linear combination of atomic orbitals. Molecular orbitals obtained by either adding or subtracting the appropriate wave function. So here we use psi as a wave function of electron. If we have two atoms A and B and they combine with each other, so the wave function for atom A is psi A and wave function for atom B is psi B. According to LCAO method, this wave function can be added, means psi A plus psi B, or subtracted, means psi A minus psi B. When we add psi A plus psi B, we get psi bonding molecular orbital, and when we subtract psi A from psi B, we get antibonding molecular orbitals. So here are how this psi A and psi B, or how these waves or how this electron combine with each other. Linear combination of atomic orbital says that when the two atomic orbital of molecule A and B combine to form molecular orbital of wave function, A and B are combined both in phase and out of phase. So in this diagram you can see that there are two waves. First is constructive interference and second is destructive interference. In first example, when psi A and psi B added with each other, the crest of psi A and crest of psi B, trough of psi A and trough of psi B interfere or combines with each other to form constructive interference. While out of phase, that is destructive interference, the crest of psi A and crest of psi B does not matches with each other, and trough of psi A and trough of psi B does not matches with each other. So when we subtract psi A from psi B, we get destructive interference or out of phase interference, which is also called as anti-symmetric combination. And when psi A plus psi B, or when we added psi A with psi B, we get symmetric combination, that is constructive interference. The electron density in bonding MO is located between nuclei. We know that when the when the two atomic orbital combines with each other, then their or electronic density or electron density located near nuclei or between the nuclei. So the electrons are busy with attracting nucleus. So in bonding molecular orbital, when bonding molecular orbitals are formed, their electron is attracted with each other. That's why their energy is lower. While in antibonding molecular orbital, most of the electron density is located away from space between nuclei. Their electron density is away from space. So there is no attraction between nucleus and electron. So that's why the energy of antibonding molecular orbital is higher. Next point is, here is a bonding molecular orbital of atom A and atom B. When we have psi A with one electron and psi B with one electron, and these two molecules psi A and psi B combines with each other, we get, by adding psi A and psi B, we get sigma orbital with two electrons, while their energy is lower. Their means bonding molecular orbital are in lower energy, while in molecular orbital of sigma star we subtract psi A from psi B, we get antibonding molecular orbital which is higher in energy. Now here are some properties of bonding molecular orbital. The probability of finding the electron in the internuclear region of bonding molecular orbital is greater than that of combining atomic orbital. The electron present in bonding molecular orbital in the attraction between the two atoms. So whatever the electron present in bonding molecular orbital, they are combined due to attraction of two atoms. So here is the attraction of electron with other atom nucleus, and the bonding molecular orbital has lower energy because of this attraction. So more is attraction, greater is the stability. We can say that the stability is inversely proportional to the energy. The energy is lower, stability is more, energy is higher, stability is less. So this can be symbolized by psi A plus psi B. When whatever the bonding molecular orbitals are form, they are symbolized by sigma, pi and delta. The energy of bonding molecule is given by EBMO is equal to E0 minus beta, where E0 is energy of atomic orbital and beta is constant. Here are some anti-bonding molecular orbitals. The probability of finding of electron in internuclear region decreases because the all electron density is near the nucleus, forming bonding molecular orbitals, and antibonding molecular orbital there is less electron density. So the electron present in antibonding molecular orbital result in repulsion. So due to this repulsion there is higher in energy. So antibonding molecular orbital goes higher in energy because of repulsive force and lower in stability. So the stability of antibonding molecular orbital is less. So the amplitude of new wave formed by psi A and psi B, subtracting psi A from psi B, is denoted by sigma star, pi star or delta star. Here is the difference between bonding molecular orbital and antibonding molecular orbital. We know that in bonding molecular orbital, they are formed by additive effect of atomic orbital, and molecular antibonding molecular orbital formed by subtractive effect. Means they are formed by psi A minus psi B, while the bonding molecular orbital are formed by psi A plus psi B. Stability of finding the electron is more in bonding molecular orbital. The probability of finding electron is less in antibonding molecular orbital. There is also a node between antibonding molecular orbital between two nuclei where electron density is 0. So due to 0 electron density, the antibonding molecular orbital is more in energy, while bonding molecular orbital is lower in energy. These are formed by combination of plus plus and minus minus part of electron wave, and antibonding molecular orbital are formed by plus minus part of wave. Means the Christoph psi A atom and Christoph psi B atom matches with each other in bonding molecular orbital, while the Christoph psi A and Christoph psi B atom does not matches with each other in antibonding molecular orbital. The electron density in bonding molecular orbital in the internuclear region is high, while the electron density in antibonding molecular orbital in the internuclear region is very low. The bonding molecular orbital are represented by sigma, pi and delta, while the antibonding molecular orbital represented by sigma star, pi star and delta star. So, next part is difference between atomic orbital and molecular orbital. So, atomic orbital are associated with atom. They are purely atoms orbital, and molecular orbitals are purely they are formed by combining two or more atomic orbitals. Atomic orbital is the region or space around the nucleus of atom where there is maximum probability of finding electron. In atomic orbital, whatever the space, there is maximum probability to finding the electron. While in molecular orbital, two or more nuclei where there is a maximum probability of finding electron because the molecular orbital formed by atomic orbitals. The atomic orbitals is monocentric. They are belongs to single atom, while the molecular orbital is polycentric because they are formed by different atoms. So the next part is rules for LCAO. First rule is same energy of combination orbital. When there is the formation of orbitals or when there is the formation of two atomic orbitals, the two atomic orbitals are nearly equal to same energy. This means that when the 2p orbital combines with another 2p orbital, but 1s orbital and 2p orbital cannot be combined together. But this is for homonuclear atomic orbital. When the heteronuclear molecules are formed, this rule is not applicable. Same symmetry about the molecular axis. The, the combining atom should have same symmetry around the molecular axis for proper combination. Otherwise, the electron density will be spare. And the next rule is proper overlapping between atomic orbital. When the two atomic orbital will combining to form molecular orbital, the overlap is proper. Greater the extent overlap of orbital, greater will be the nuclear density between nuclei of two atoms. Means their orbitals are properly combined. Thank you.